What if I said we were all going to skip the rest of public speaking class today and take a little field trip to the pet store? I don't know about you guys, but when I see all these cute puppy faces staring at me, my heart just melts. And they're scratching out the windows, just wanting to play with you. If you have a bad day, you can go there and they'll just cheer you right up. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you guys have ever thought about purchasing a dog, I know you guys usually just think about, oh, which one's the cutest, like, I want that one, you know, oh, they're cute, you know. But did you ever think about if that dog best suits you in your life and the type of lifestyle you live? In an article entitled, "What Dog Breed is Right for Me?" accessed February 2014, it states that while almost any dog can be trained to fit into your household, it makes the assimilation process easier if you consider some issues beforehand, like your lifestyle choices. Based on my results, most of you guys would rather have a dog as a pet rather than like a cat, reptile, or a fairy animal like a bunny or a hamster. And today, you guys are going to, I think, better understand that not all dogs are suited for us. After listening to my speech, you guys will be able to identify the type of dog suitable for your lifestyle. Today I'll be describing dogs that are better suited in suburban living area versus a city or apartment style. Dogs that are more highly energized, like if you're really active, versus lower energized dogs. If you like to stay inside. And also dogs that are better with children, which I think is very important, versus those that are not. Millions of people live in different areas of the world today. The two I'm going to look at are suburban and city. And based on my results, also most of you guys do live in these two areas. So to start, with a suburban living area, you have like a backyard, there's more space, and technically larger dogs will appreciate this a lot more. Like here we have Rottweilers, Boxers, I don't know why it's got a little cut off, but Labradors and Golden Retrievers. According to an article from the Dogster website entitled, "What Dog Breed is Right for Me?" accessed February 2014, it is stating that if you live in the suburbs and have a backyard, almost any breed of puppy will work. So with that saying, some smaller dogs would appreciate the space too. And this includes like miniature poodles, Jack Russells, they're very active. I have one next door. Oh, he's a pain. So it also says in an article from the Love to Know website entitled, "Choosing a Canine to Fit Your Lifestyle," accessed February 2014, it states that just because you live in an apartment, moving on to like more dogs that are better suited for city lifestyle. This is where I'm going. That just because you live in an apartment does not mean you have to forego having a dog, but it does mean that you need to choose your pet more carefully based on your lifestyle. Usually larger breeds will need more exercise and attention, so they're not often the easiest choices for city life. So some smaller dogs you want to look at, we have Shih Tzu, Pug, Pomeranians, and then Chihuahua is the one that got cut off. Now that we've looked at some suburban and city lifestyle dogs, we're going to look at more highly energized versus low energized dogs. So if you love to go on a run, you want to have a dog that would love to go on a run with you, some high energized dogs. This includes Siberian Huskies, Dobermans, Border Collie, and then German Shepherds. Love. As it is said in an article, my grandma, she decided a couple years ago to purchase a Husky. And I don't know if you guys know where I'm going with this, but you have Husky, like really high energy, and then you have my grandma over here, like, So I would go over there sometimes and take her for nice runs. She loved it, I loved it. And don't get me wrong, she loves her grandma, but she just can't keep up with her. So, as far as moving on to more relaxed dogs, like if you're not an active person, We have some Basset Hounds, Pugs, English Bulldogs, and Boston Terriers. As I said from an article of the Association of Professional Dog Trainers entitled "Selecting a Dog for a Family," let's just say my grandma should have selected some of these dogs. So now that we know if you're an active person, you would want some more active, high-energized dogs versus some dogs like these, like for my grandma. We're going to look at some dogs that are better with children versus those that are not. It's a very important thing to think about. You want a dog that's going to be, kind, good around people, good with your kids, and we tend to look at some bigger dogs. In an article from the Association of Dog Trainers entitled "Selecting a Dog for a Family of Children," it states that families with very young children should look for a dog no smaller than 25 to 30 pounds. A sturdier companion will not feel so vulnerable. You have children, more touchy. If they get stepped on, they're going to be okay, more likely than a smaller dog. And then some of these bigger dogs are like the Golden Retriever. That's a massive over in the right. Which is kind of scary, but Labrador Retrievers, and then your Basset Hound. They're pretty big dogs. They go pretty big. So, looking at some more smaller dogs now, they tend to be thought as not as good with children. These include like the Chihuahuas and Jack Russells. In an article that I just mentioned, it says that small dogs such as toys and minis are not suitable for kids. These tiny dogs are fragile to endure rough handling, and if a little dog feels vulnerable and threatened by the child, then their fear of the child may result in biting. And I found some really ugly pictures of these dogs, with their teeth and everything, but I don't want to scare you guys. So, in conclusion, we have dogs that are better with children, and dogs that are not, which are referred to as like some smaller dogs. I have gone over dogs that are better acquainted in a suburban lifestyle, or ones that are more picky and you should have them more in like a city lifestyle, some smaller dogs. Also, I've gone over some highly energized dogs if you're a more active person, you like to work out, versus lower energized dogs, and also ones that are better with children and ones that are not. I think the most important thing to remember is that it's not just something you go and buy. You're adding them to your family. They're going to be a part of your life. So I think it's really important to take in some of these qualities and choose your dog.